Hey guys, welcome to TomGirl, where we talk sports, entertainment, fashion, and adventure. And today we have a very special TomGirl for you. It is country singer-songwriter Olivia Lane. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Listen to this a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes no matter how hard you try, this life's gonna be
So
unfair
pretty, Olivia.
sometimes.
Thank you so much for joining me here today. It's so great to have you. Welcome to the show.
I'm so happy to be here. Seriously.
Where can everybody follow you? We'll start right away on social media.
Yeah, so you can go to olivialane.com. That's where pretty much everything is. But on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Olivia Lane Music.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And hey guys, you can follow us at the TomGirl Show at TomGirl TV, and I'm JJ Jurgens. Thanks so much for joining us again. You're just a rising star in the country world. Like, how amazing does that feel?
It does feel pretty great. I'm going to say there's definitely a lot of work behind it, and we're definitely still on the rise. But it's a different day every single day. And I tell people it's like a musician, you kind of thrive in chaos. So like every day you wake up and there's something different to do. So it's just the different battles, but you got to enjoy the journey.
What kind of things are you really working on, like right now, to get the word more out there about you?
The buzz.
Yeah,
out
exactly.
there.
The buzz.
Yeah, so we just came out with a new song, You Got Me, which you just heard, and we are pushing that. So we've been to New York, we've been to LA in the last couple weeks, and we're doing some marketing campaigns. Really anything that an independent artist can get their hands on, we're doing. But also just like, I don't know, playing shows is a really great way to do, the thing as well. So we've been playing some shows and just like trying to be out there, present.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because you have your other song, You Part 2, had 1 million streams on Spotify.
I know.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's amazing.
It hit 1 million like a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, yay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. And so you've been kind of releasing them, taking a different strategy. Talk about the strategy of how you're releasing your music.
Yeah, it's interesting. Music has changed so much. The industry has changed so much. And I feel like it sometimes goes back and forth between singles market, record market, singles market, and kind of what the kids are into these days is just singles. I think with everybody's attention spans with social media, it's just kind of like bing, bang, boom. You got to get something out. You got to make sure it's like effective really quickly. And so we're just going to be rolling out singles for the next probably couple of months. And hopefully that'll lead up to sort of an EP once one of them sort of takes off. Yeah.
How's it? Because you're on the highway, you're on Spotify's premiere playlist, your Rolling Stones named you one of 10 country artists you need to know.
It's amazing. It's crazy.
Tell me about that journey, like from starting out, writing these beginning songs to where you're at now.
Yeah, so really the journey starts in Houston, Texas, because that's where I was born and raised. And my mom was actually a country singer back in the day. So when I was little, she always made sure that I had all the music that I could ever possibly want, because she just saw that was kind of the only thing I was really good at. Wasn't much in the sports or math department, let's just say that. So yeah, she put me in vocal lessons and acting lessons and theater and guitar lessons. And thank God I was so blessed to be able to have those kinds of opportunities, because I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't been in that situation. And then at 16, I begged my parents to move to Los Angeles because I thought that's what I needed to do. And so after 6 months of begging, I moved to LA. I spent 2 years of high school out here. And then I went to the University of Southern California, where I did theater and songwriting.
So was it, real quick, was it acting that you wanted to move to LA for, or what was, or you just thought the music as well?
I think it was just all of it. I was like, I just, New York is too overwhelming. Nashville didn't quite come into the picture until later. I didn't know that there were opportunities in Nashville for me to do songwriting. And I think Taylor Swift was sort of like the young girl that helped everybody realize, like, oh, you can move to Nashville and be a young creator. That's amazing. And so I moved here, did a bunch of acting, did a bunch of music, still doing guitar lessons. I kind of needed to go to college to figure myself out a little bit. And then I took songwriting my sophomore year, and like everything just clicked. I was like, I love songwriting and I love telling stories through music. And I quickly realized like acting wasn't going to fulfill me for a long time. So I was just like totally switched gears. I started spending my summers in college in Nashville, playing any show I could, meeting any person I could. I wasn't 21 yet, so I couldn't really go out and meet people. So I was like coffee shops and, you know, whatever. And then in June 2013, I graduated college and I packed up my car and drove cross country with my 2 best guy friends. Went to Bonnaroo, which is like a big music festival out there, and then started writing like that Monday after. That was 5 years ago.
Do you remember what was the first song that you ever wrote?
Well, the first song I ever wrote was when I was 16, and it was about my boyfriend moving away. It was actually about us like breaking up and separating. And well, actually, I guess I was probably 17 or 18 because he was going off to college, and so was I, and he was going to Indiana University. So I wrote a song called Indiana, and I was like, Indiana, please take care of him. Like, I'm going to miss him. And that was kind of my, like, it's so funny. All my high school friends make fun of me because they're like, oh, this was your best song. And I'm like, you guys, it's been 5 years. And they're like, no, it's your best song. And I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, so Indiana was my first song I ever wrote.
Oh, and do you pull then a lot of your inspiration from your real life, or where does the creative juices come from?
Yeah, so I think, honestly, the songwriting process is really hard to explain to people because it's so dynamic. It's so different every single day. But I do draw experience from my own life. I do think it's almost like, it's not exactly like my relationships in my life. It's almost like when a word or something hits me emotionally, I know I need to dig deeper. Like one time I have a song called Let It Hurt, but I heard that line on a TV show and I was like, I don't know what that song means, but I just have to write that title because I'm so compelled emotionally. So I think more so it's just whatever I'm compelled by emotionally that hits me and hits my heart that I write about.
Where are your favorite places to now? Because now you're in Nashville. Like, where are your favorite places to play?
In Nashville or just like all over?
Well, let's go all over.
Okay, well, we'll start in Nashville. Okay. So there's this venue called the Listening Room, and I tell all out-of-towners to go there because have you heard of what a Nashville Round is?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so essentially it's like we get up, it's about 3 or 4 or maybe 5 people. You sit in a chair, you plug in with your guitar or piano, and you just sing your song acoustically. And it's just so magical to break a song down to just like you and a guitar or you and a piano. And I think that that's something that's very special to Nashville. And Listening Room is like a nice venue where you can go enjoy dinner and watch a really nice show of like brand new people you've never heard of before. And so I tell people to go there. So I love playing there. I'm actually playing a couple shows. I've had a mini monthly residency at a venue called The Basement. And it's literally like the name. It's like you walk in and it's like a dingy basement. And it's magical. It's so great. It's super loud. Like it's really, really fun. So that's a really great venue. Where have I played in the country? Oh my gosh. You know what really sticks out to me is I've played the North Dakota State Fair. I opened for Kip Moore. And like North Dakota is just like, there's just like a lot of space up there. Like it just keeps going and going and going. But the people there were so wonderful. And that's just like a venue, the state fair, like this big, it was like 8,000 people. It was magical.
You've had opportunities now to share the stage with a few great names. Who have been some of your favorite people to be playing with?
Oh man, probably. Well, so I was on the road. Gary Allen's amazing. I got to open for him. Billy Ray Cyrus is magical as well. Gosh, I've shared the stage with Dan and Shay. It's amazing to watch them perform because people are just so into it. Kip Moore is also another person where like he gets the audience so engaged, and I really want to be that kind of performer where it's like you take the audience on a ride. Gosh, who else? Like I've shared stages with Kelsey Ballerini. Winona Judd, which is like, wow, amazing powerhouse there. Like, I just love when I get to open for females because it's really cool to watch.
Who have been some of your inspirations?
Well, I have to start with my mom. She's obviously my biggest inspiration. She's so amazing. But I probably would say like the women who are my biggest inspirations are like Taylor Swift, Dolly Parton, Reba. Women who have taken their music and built a brand, like who have built, Dolly's got clothing lines and TV shows and theme parks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they've taken something so special and transcended it to other markets. So I really want to be that kind of artist. I want to start with country music, but then like maybe have my own TV show or write a TV show or I don't know. The world is my oyster.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah. How does it feel? This is such a strong time for women and country music as well right now. How does it feel to be, have these things going for you right now in your career?
It's great. I think that there is going to be a big swing, especially in country music right now. Everybody's kind of the female thing's a little bit of a sensitive subject because there really isn't enough females on country radio, just plain and simple. And I don't know what the cure is, but I do think the fact that we're talking about it means that the pendulum's going to hopefully swing back to where the charts are a little bit more even. But I think right now is when you need to be present to win. Like, I need to be waiting in the wings right now for that moment to happen. And I really feel like I've done the work to be there. So it's just really cool because it's making girls really work in their songwriting, in their songs. Because it's like, when you come out as a girl, you come out swinging and people know your name. So I think that's a really, really cool place to be in.
What are some of those things you've done to work your career and work your craft, and like advice that you would give to people wanting to do the same?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you have to be present to win. So moving, it seems like a big deal, but it's like, that's where your journey begins. Like, I moved to Nashville because I wanted to be in country music. So wherever you need to be, like if you need to be in LA or New York, whatever you want to do, like, you got to be there. You have to be in the industry. I would say I took sort of a non-traditional path. I went on the road first before I like really focused in on my music and my songwriting and my craft. And like the songs today, like I just felt like it was important for me to go out and like cut my teeth in like the random biker bars in the middle of North Dakota.
Yep.
I just really felt like I needed to do that. And so I did that for about 2 years and played for crowds that were 8,000 people all the way to like the bar back and the host. Like, and they played in a Carl's Jr. once. That was humbling. Anyway,
Where was that Carl's Jr. at?
It's in Idaho. Not going to say who the radio station was, but yeah, anyway. So, you just have to be prepared in any situation on stage. Nothing's worse than when you see an artist on stage who's like freaking out because like their string broke or like, like you just need to make sure that you have all that experience under your belt. So yeah, I went on the road for a really long time with just like a couple dudes in a van and just went all over the place. And then I just really feel like whatever you feel like you need to do to build your career, like you need to go do it. Like I really felt compelled to go on the road. And then when I was done with the road, I was like, I'm done. I'm going in the studio. And I need to work on my craft. And I need to surround myself with people who will make me better, and give me constructive criticism. I think really great advice that sometimes it's still a battle every single day for me because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive and I have feelings. But you have to take people's advice that you trust. If someone tells you that that's not good enough, it probably isn't, and you need to keep working. Obviously, you have your own gut, and you need to be like, oh, maybe like I like what this person said about this, this, and this, but maybe they were wrong about this and that. But you have to have people around you who aren't just like, that's amazing. You're amazing. That's my worst fear.
I read that you also learned, like in your first songwriting groups, maybe you were talking too much or doing too much. It was a kind of a balance too of learning to give and take from other people.
Yes, absolutely. I think really in my life, like in every aspect, like performance, songwriting, I think I've really gone through a shift in my life where it's like you learn more by listening. Like you want to be the one that actually talks the least probably in the room because that means you're actually listening and you're engaged. But yeah, I mean, like it's a fine line because if you don't speak up, then everyone's like, well, this is what you should write and this is what you should do and this is who you should be. And you're like, whoa, that's not my thing. And then you sometimes, like, I feel like I went through that. I went through people telling me what to be, what to say, how to sound. And that was so inauthentic to me. And I went through like a really weird place musically. And then I went totally the opposite direction where I was like, I know everything. And I know what I want to do and what I want to say. And now it's like I feel like I've found the middle lane where it's like I can trust myself, but I can also trust the people around me.
Yeah, that's great. And how would you kind of describe the sound and that you found now? Yeah.
So I'm a millennial. I'm a musical melting pot, like I listen to everything from Frank Sinatra to Snoop Dogg. So like, at Broadway, I mean, I have such a wide palette for music. So I just kind of think that my sound is very authentic to me and it kind of is just like a melting pot of all the sorts of music I love with a very vulnerable, true lyric. And I like to rock out. I like big guitars. So there's some good electrics on my records for sure.
There's lots of range. I checked them out. It's wonderful music.
Thank you.
On that note, we have a very special treat, and you're going to give us a little sample of actually 2 songs, but 1 song right now. We'll give you another song at the end of the show tonight. So stay tuned a little bit here while we get everything all set up. Yeah.
Thank you. Gonna squeeze into this little nook over here, get all situated. This is Stefan, everybody. He is going to be playing with me. We have
Welcome,
gone.
Stefan.
Yes.
Welcome.
All right. All right, I want to make sure that I don't hit you. All right. Perfect.
I love this.
This will work. Ooh. All right. Cool. Well, we're gonna play "You Got Me."
Okay.
Awesome. So this is the new single. So go check it out.
Video up on YouTube.
Videos.
Great music video.
Thank you so much. We had a lot of fun making that music video. All right. Cool. You ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, this life's gonna be unfair sometimes. I see you looking at me like you wanna know why. Baby, you got me. You got me. I don't know why the wind that blows ain't ever at our back, or the road that we're rolling on ain't ever flat. It turns and it twists. Don't know what the answer is, but you got me. When the pieces don't fall together, when you wish your best was better, baby, you got me. Right here by your side, hanging on for the ride. When your dreams don't dream and the songs don't sing and the grass ain't green, the ends don't meet, and the prayers you're sending up don't seem to reach. You got me. Those days when your faith ain't pulling you through, I'll be right there believing in enough for two. When you don't give it up cause you think that you can't get the mountain move, I'll be saying we can, I'll be taking your hand, I'll never let go. Baby, I gotta know that you got me. And the pieces don't fall together when you wish your best was better, baby. You got me. Right here by your side, hanging on for the ride. When your dreams don't dream and the songs don't sing, the grass ain't green, the ends don't meet, and the prayers you're sending up don't seem to reach. You got me. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, this life's gonna be unfair sometimes. But you got me. When the pieces don't fall together, when you wish your best was better, baby, you got me. Right here by your side, hanging on for the ride. When your dreams don't dream, the songs don't sing, and the grass ain't green, the ends don't meet, the prayers you're sending up don't seem to reach. You got me. Baby, you got me.
So beautiful. So
Thank
beautiful.
you
And
so
everybody
much.
wants somebody that's got them like that. But tell me where the inspiration came for you for that one.
Yeah, so you know, it's funny. I came in, usually I'll come into writes with like a full chorus or an idea, like but for some reason that day, it was December of last year. We wrote the song a year ago. Wow, like almost a year ago. And I was just like exhausted. I was empty. I was like so ready to just go on Christmas vacation. And so I was like, you know what? I just need to show up today. So I like came into the write and I was like, listen guys, I'm gonna be honest. I like have nothing. I'm running on fumes right now. And I was like, but I want to write something tempo and inspirational. And my co-writer, I wrote it with Aaron Schurz and Tim Nichols. And Aaron spins around in his chair and he's like, well, I got this title called You Got Me. And I was like, I seriously felt like the whole song just made sense. Like it got downloaded instantly.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we're doing that. That's what we're writing. And about 2 hours later, it was just kind of like this really fun right. Like I honestly, like looking back, I'm like, it was just easy. It was easy to write this song because it was just so true for me.
Do a lot of them come that way?
No.
Like, yeah, a lot of them.
No, I wish they did. Oh my gosh, it's like a gift, I swear. Like those days they're far and few between, but they really are wonderful. They really are great. And I feel like truly like that day it was like exactly what I needed because I was just I was so low energy.
Yeah. But I mean, everybody has those that, that's what's something I love about you too, like following your Instagram, things like that. Just so relatable to everybody, girls, boys, relates to that your realness and your honesty. And it's, everybody has days like that where you need help and you got help from somebody else.
Yeah,
there.
honestly, like Instagram is not the place you really want to be when you're like having a bad day because you just go down the rabbit holes of like comparing yourself. And so I really try to bring that realness to my Instagram. I try to put myself with no makeup on. I try, and even sometimes I'll watch a video and I'm like, ooh, I really don't look good. But I'm like, no, you know what? Someone out there needs this. And they need to know that like, people who are singers and songwriters don't always have to have makeup on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I love it. And one other thing, we pulled some of your Instagram shots here because I love all of your sporty stuff too, and that you are a true Tom girl. Like,
I am.
I mean, I pulled a few here. Like your caption on this one was "Besties who hike together, drink wine together."
Yeah, exactly.
And then and then we'll roll them. Yeah, this one was "Give me an ocean and some mountains, and I'll be a happy girl."
Oh my gosh.
So are hiking and mountains some of your go-to activities?
Absolutely. Yeah, me and my parents and my sister, like our family like just finds solace in Colorado. So we go to Colorado a lot.
We're at in Colorado.
So we've been going to Telluride, Colorado ever since I can remember. That's where I skied, like learned to ski. I've actually never skied anywhere else. But my sister lives in Boulder.
Okay.
So we go visit her a lot.
Boulder.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We always skied. I grew up in Nebraska. And we had my uncle had a condo in Copper Mountain. So I'm a big fan of Colorado too.
Oh my
It's so beautiful.
I love it. The mountains and the ocean, man. Just like they make you seem so small and like your problems are so small.
Yeah, they really make it all go away. That fresh air.
Totally.
And, like
Totally.
there was two more. Your very last one here. You called your I like this. Was an Olivia in her natural habitat.
Honestly, I like took that pic. My sister took that picture, and I was like, I look like a lion on Pride Rock.
Where was that one?
That was in Sedona, Arizona. Yeah, beautiful place.
Yeah.
And
then this last one, kind of sporty, kind of girly,
yes.
which totally fit.
Oh my gosh, yeah, me in my Adidas shirt, I'm like rocking it. Yeah, I've just never been the girl that wears dresses. Like they seem too complex for me. I'm like, well, if you sit down, you got to cross your legs, and if you're walking in the wind, it's like it's too much. It's too much. I can't.
So, what are the things like? Were you kind of a tomboy growing up? Or
Definitely. I think me and my sister both. Like my sister was huge into sports. She was like captain of the soccer team in college. Like she was always very tomboy-y, and I think I tried the girly thing. Like, obviously I'm wearing heels. I like to dabble with makeup and all the girly stuff too, but I feel most comfortable when I'm comfortable. And so I like to wear comfy clothes, things that aren't like tight around your waist and you can barely breathe, like that's just not my thing. But yeah, like I don't know why, we just kind of both grew up a little more tomboy. I don't know.
I love it. Yep. Yeah. Well, you're just exactly what this Tom girl is all about now too, because we dabble a little bit with the heels and the makeup and stuff too, but it's combining those worlds.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and name real quick. Each week here we do a Tom girl of the week. And this time it's actually a boy, but very fitting because of the country music thing. Somebody else we interviewed on the show was Jordan Davis, and
he's wonderful,
amazing. Yeah,
he's
so
awesome.
He's done so well. So it's fitting that you guys are both playing in LA tonight.
I love it.
Yeah. So
wait, where is he playing?
He's playing at the Wiltern.
Oh, of course. Wow, so that's amazing.
But no, I wish you were. It was funny because first I was like, is she opening for him tonight?
I know.
Going there tonight.
I would love to open for him. Let's hook it up.
And he had a big moment. He just played on Super Bowl Sunday, or not Super Bowl. Sorry, NFL Sunday this past Sunday for the Vikings for the Vikings Saints game, and he's a big Saints fan, so that was a big moment for him. So we just want to congratulate him here on the show for all of his success and what he's doing. Yeah.
Wow.
And I want to talk more about your show tonight because when I was looking it up, it's very interesting. So tell me about these are like some surprise shows that I've never heard of. So explain to people how they can get involved with this.
Yeah. So there is this community called So Far Sounds, and essentially what you do is you log on to their website and you submit your email and your location, and they have shows like pop-up secret shows all over the world. And so essentially you don't know like who's playing, you don't know where the venue is until like either the week or the day of sometimes. And if you're just a music lover, you just get to see random music that you've never heard of before. Or like you get to follow they're acoustic. They're very stripped down performances. And so it's just like a really great opportunity to go meet more people who are like-minded like you, like music lovers. And you just go and you sit and you just really listen to music. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'd never heard of the surprise like that. And I'm like, that's wonderful. I'm like, I should check this out.
It's a very fun, spontaneous thing to do, you know? Like, so it's really easy for us too, because it's like, oh, we're going to Chicago, or oh, we're going to London, or oh, we're going here. Maybe we can like plug a show in. And So Far Sounds is so awesome in that regard.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Where else have you been now that you've been in LA this week? Have you been
here in LA?
Yeah.
Gosh. Well, so I lived here for 6 years, so like I've been trying to like hit all the spots. And Stefan's never been to California, so
this is the first time?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah. So he wanted to see the beach, so we took him to the beach yesterday. And oh my gosh, did you see the sunset last night?
Everybody's posting about it. It's funny, I saw a corner of it out, Mike, because I live in the valley, but everybody said it was so beautiful. I've seen pictures.
It was spectacular. We were in conversation and we would just all be like, sorry, like the sunset, it was just so mesmerizing. We were on a rooftop last night, so it was just
great place to see it.
It was just showing off for us. It was amazing.
It was a welcome for you for your first time to Cali.
Seriously, it totally was. But yeah, I mean, I've got my favorite, like we went to Porto's Bakery, which is like amazing. I've got all my spots. Obviously, it's like I got to get good like seafood. Like we got a poke bowl yesterday, and then obviously In-N-Out.
Oh yeah,
Gotta get In-N-Out.
Have you had In-N-Out before?
I haven't.
Did you like it?
I haven't had it
Oh, you
yet.
didn't have it on the trip.
No.
Oh, she went without you.
Today.
I know. Actually, last night we went, and I only got a milkshake because my boyfriend's flying in today to see my show, and he was like, "You went without me?" I was like, "No, I just got a milkshake. Don't worry, we'll go together. I promise." But you should totally go today.
Yeah, it really is good.
And make sure you get animal style. That's the secret.
There's a whole secret menu.
Oh, God. In all regards.
Yeah. Well, before we have to go, I know we're going to get another wonderful song. But would have been anything along the way that's really surprised you, or any other lessons you've learned, or not to put you on the spot, kind of.
I know. I feel like there's just like so many. I'm like going through the Rolodex of lessons in my brain.
Or something you would tell your younger self when you first started out, or
I feel like I wish I would just say like things are just not that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like in the grand scheme of things, it's like, that, your makeup and your hair looking perfect and this blah, 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 blah. It's not that big of a deal because at the end of the day, I think people respect seeing artists or just really people in general being vulnerable and being like having an off day and just being honest about it, you know? I just look back sometimes and I'm like, gosh, even like my prom picture, like I had like such a weird prom experience because like it was the first time I wore fake eyelashes and I was like, this is so not me. And I had like a breakdown, ripped off the fake eyelashes, even though I look at the picture, I'm like, I looked so good. What was I thinking? You know, like why was I so in my head? So just get out of there sometimes. You need to get out of your head sometimes.
It's amazing how much, and we all do it to ourselves, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I feel like I still battle with it every day, but sometimes you just literally have to tell your brain, stop it.
Yeah.
So,
shut it down.
Tell your brain to stop it.
Stop it.
That's my advice.
Yeah. Well, let everybody know, what do you have coming up?
Yeah. So we've got a show coming up in Nashville. We've got one more show coming up on November 6th, so that'll be fun. And then I'm kind of taking a little bit of a break because the holidays are coming up. But then I'm going to be on the road a bunch next year. I've got a brand new song coming out in January, so that'll be fun.
I think we might get a preview.
Yes! Please, can we play you a little bit of it? And then, just staying on the road and staying busy and just continually putting music out there.
And tell us all the places where people can find your music.
Yeah, so you can go to, Olivia Lane Music. That's like my hub. And you can also go to Olivia Lane on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes. I mean, really anywhere you can find music, I'm hopefully there.
Videos on YouTube.
On YouTube. Go check that out for You Got Me. We got a lot of other cool, fun content pieces on YouTube too. Like we have a piano ballad version of You Got Me. So go check that out. So I like to just keep a lot of content out there and I like to take people along my journey. So my Instagram story I feel like is my favorite. So go follow me on my Instagram story, Olivia Lane Music. But yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you so very much for coming today. I really appreciate you taking the time. I know you had a lot of stops on this trip, so I appreciate you working it in, and it's so wonderful. And I can't wait to watch your career just boom,
Thank you.
Yeah, you're fantastic.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay till the end. She's gonna play her new song that you're gonna get in January. You're gonna get right here, right now. We'll see you again next week, guys.
Awesome. Exclusive here. All right, this next tune, it's one of my personal favorites I've ever written. Coming out in January. The song is called Hey 3 a.m. Hey 3 a.m. Here we are again. Been a while since I've seen you. How you been? I could say I missed you, but that would be a lie. It's funny how you ain't around when things are going right. But as soon as my walls go caving in, it's hey 3 a.m. You haven't changed a bit. You're still full of questions, making minutes feel like hours. When you get me second guessing, turning lies to truth, grains of sand into mountains, each one of them a problem with no clear way around them. So I'll just wait till that sun comes shining in, knowing everything will be alright again. Hey 3 a.m. Got me wide awake, hitting rewind on my choices and all my mistakes. You're the only one who sees me when I'm a total mess. I'm guessing I should thank you for the secrets that you've kept, like whispers in the dark between old friends. You haven't changed a bit. You're still full of questions, making minutes feel like hours. When you get me second guessing, turning lies to truth, grains of sand into mountains, each one of them a problem with no clear way around them. So I'll just wait till that sun comes shining in, knowing everything will be alright again. Hey 3 a.m. Hey 3 a.m. There's nothing I can do. Yesterday's long gone now, and so are you. I gotta make the most of today, and hope tonight you won't hear me say, hey 3 a.m.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.